keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Very nice, I'm looking at the camera. Very nice, good, good, good. Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, welcome back to the channel, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me. And you notice by now, or at least you should. For those of you that are here for the first time, welcome to you as well. My name is Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant. And the name of this wonderful channel is Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. And today I'm going to talk to you about one of the motorcycles that came out in model year 2023. And quite frankly, I've always liked the way this motorcycle looked, but I never considered actually riding it, owning it, or anything like that. I'm a bagger type rider. You know, all of the motorcycles that I've owned are bagger type motorcycles: Road Glide, Street Glide, Limited, Road King. But when I saw this motorcycle, oh my gosh, guys, in person I'm talking about, I have to say, and very surprising to me, this is the first motorcycle that I've ever seen from Harley Davidson, brand new off the floor, that immediately I looked at and I loved. And I'm not counting CVOs, right? This is not a CVO or anything, but I think you can all agree it's an appealing looking motorcycle. But just because it's appealing doesn't mean it's practical, for me at least, to ride. So this is the 2023 Harley Davidson Breakout. Now Breakout isn't new, it's been out and then they discontinued it and now it's back. And what it's back with brought it into my radar. That is, now it has a 117 engine, which to me wasn't a big deal because my other motorcycles have 117s, but I definitely feel it more on this motorcycle because it's lighter. Okay, so again, along with the 117 engine, that's an upgrade. It also has some traction control on it now, which is beautiful. It has cruise control, which is beautiful. And it has a 5-gallon tank now, so it doesn't have a baby tank anymore. And aside from all of that, it's just a very appealing looking bike. Now, I'm a chrome guy. I love chrome. I love all of the chrome on this motorcycle. So I did take it for a test ride. And you guys already know, it's not loud enough, you know, the same stuff that you're really gonna deal with. It's not loud enough. The suspension doesn't feel too great. I didn't do any adjustments here, but that's gonna do little to add to the comfort. You know, it is what it is with Harley Davidson. Everybody knows about that for the most part. Not everybody changes it, and usually it's associated with cost. I think if some people can get it where it's nice and affordable, everybody would change it because, you know, it's one of those things where you don't know what you don't know. Once you get on a motorcycle that has an upgraded suspension, it shows you how inadequate the suspension is to come on these motorcycles. And of course, it has incandescent lights on it. The front turn signals, the rear turn signals, and brake lights are all incandescent. You know, it's 2023. This was supposed to be the year. And no, we're still dealing with incandescent bulbs. So it doesn't matter how easy it is to replace that. It's still something extra. You have to pay into the motorcycle. And if you choose to do it yourself, you still have to pay for it and do it. So it takes time. But the headlight is an LED light, and it's a good looking headlight too. Like, unless I saw something that was much better than that from someplace else, I would be happy with just keeping that. It looks good. I don't know how it is at night because I haven't seen it, but so you know what? Let's do a quick walk around of the bike, and I want to talk to you about a couple of things. Okay, let's start here in the back, and like I said, incandescent bulb, and that's all the light that you have in the back of this motorcycle. And then we have this huge rear tire. This is the thing that makes the motorcycle a little bit more difficult to, you know, to turn and steer. But as I just showed you, you know, clearly it's possible. You know, keep that throttle loaded, stay in the friction zone, a little bit of pressure on the rear brake if you need it, and you'll be fine. Now, of course, it's not going to lean over as much because it's lower to the ground. When I say as much, I'm comparing it to my touring type motorcycles. But, you know, whatever you're gonna do in the motorcycle, you're gonna do it within the motorcycle's limitations. So we have a passenger foot peg here. We have 2 exhaust pipes that looks really nice. You know, they're staggered, looks really nice. Of course, they're not loud enough, but that's an easy fix with a slip-on or slip-ons. Now right here, guys, this is my issue. Now, as good as this thing looks, the issue with it is it gets in my way at least. So when I'm trying to cover the rear brake, let me see if I can show you guys. When I go to cover the rear brake, I actually have to, my leg is touching this air cleaner. So in order for me to get my foot on the rear brake, you can see the rear brake's right there. It's not long enough. I would have to get a longer foot pedal, and that way I can keep my foot here and I'll be fine. But as it is now, to put my foot on the rear brake, I actually have to, I twist my foot inward. So that's not comfortable at all, but that's what you get in there. Also, you're gonna notice that you have your gauges right here in the center. Now, believe it or not, guys, these handlebars, right? Let me back up so you can see the handlebars. They're not bad. They're not bad at all. The thing that concerns me the most is when I'm making a tight turn, is the handlebar gonna hit my leg? And that's not a concern with these. They feel fine. If I get them a little bit higher, I probably would, but that would just be for a look thing. But this is pretty cool. It tells me my gear. It tells me the tachometer. It tells me, you know, my RPM ranges and stuff like that. Everything I would need to know. And then the rest of your stuff is right here. To start it, just like a CVO, just that, and then right here, and you're done. You're good to go. Turn signals, the same on each side. Cruise control, that's the newest thing. Beautiful, right? And then you have your light switch. You have a horn, hazards, you know, the usual stuff. I would prefer that the mirrors stuck out a little bit more, and I only say that because, and again, the mirrors could be changed. As I'm riding, I like my mirrors to be able to not only see what's aside me, but a little bit behind me, and I can't really see that because they're close to me. I guess if you're a narrower person, then that wouldn't be so much of a problem. I'm usually not a fan of a black motorcycle, but I really like the way this looks. And again, I'm a chrome guy. You put chrome against black, it's always gonna pop more. And it's not a lot of surface space on this motorcycle. Like, look at the front fender. You see how small it is? So because of that, the chrome is gonna stand out even more. It's actually more chrome than paint. So that's a good thing. Now, of course, I would add an engine guard to this. I gotta have an engine guard. If we move here to the front wheel, beautiful looking front wheel, 21 inches. And you'll notice there's no brake caliper on, there's no brake disc on this side of the wheel. Right, so it's only on one side. But look at that motorcycle from the front. Right, that front light is just really nice looking. It's a clean looking motorcycle. And to me, nothing's overdone. Of course, the best looking side of that motorcycle is the right side of it where the pipes are. But it's just a nice looking bike all around, you know, all around. Imagine these wheels chromed. Oh man, don't get me started. There's the 117 badge, right? Of course, I had to get used to this again because I'm used to a heel toe shifter. And I also heard that there's floorboards, footboards that you can get for this, which I'd be interested in. And aside from that, guys, this is an issue that I have. And again, I wouldn't keep the seat anyway. But see this right here? This is the same issue I had on my CVO Road Glide. And although this looks nice, this doesn't feel nice against your tailbone, right? Or the back of your butt, the top of your butt. So that should be inset, but it shouldn't be there at all, actually. If you're gonna put it, stitch it, but it can't be something hard and on the lower part of your butt because you're gonna feel that. Like when I sit on this motorcycle, I actually feel comfortable sitting on this motorcycle. Like I never thought that would be the case. And riding it, again, aside from the wind, it felt comfortable. Like it feels comfortable. I don't feel stretched out. I don't feel too close. Like, wow, and putting my feet on the peg, that's actually comfortable. But if I have an engine guard, which I would have, I can probably put my foot even more out, you know, and put some highway pegs on it. So again, I don't want to have my feet too wide anyway, because again, it bothers my hips. But it's an option. And of course, this is not a motorcycle that you're going to be trying to lean a lot. It's going to drag. It does have the drag pegs on the bottom of the peg. And of course, it's going to have that because it's going to drag, and it's going to drag quickly. But the U-turns that I was making out here, which are tight enough, like you don't need to make U-turns that much tighter. right there, I wasn't dragging anything. Again, I always tell you guys, dragging your footboards or your pegs is extreme. It's not a necessity to ride your motorcycle or to prove that you can ride it efficiently at slow speeds. But like, I want to actually take it out and ride it again, right? Which I could do, but I don't abuse the fact that when I do a test ride, I don't abuse that time putting unnecessary miles on a motorcycle that they're still trying to sell. So I took a very brief ride. I never have to ride them long. Make a couple of U-turns, go up and down the road. You know, I could kind of feel right away. And this is just very, very comfortable. Like road glides and street glides, when I get on those motorcycles, brand new, right from the start, already, it's like, no, it's too close. The handlebars are too low. This is ready to go. You know, of course, extra stuff to do, but it's ready to go. So overall, guys, I really like this motorcycle. The ride, the only thing that was uncomfortable about the ride for me, which I would do anyway, it needs a windshield. Again, does it look cooler without a windshield? Oh, absolutely. But the whole time I'm riding, if I just let off those handlebars a little bit, I felt like I was gonna get blown off the motorcycle. I want to enjoy the motorcycle when I'm riding it. Now, there's some people, they love to have the wind on them. That ain't me, especially since it's not summertime now, right? But even still, I want something pushing the wind over me also, so that I'm not a victim of everything in the air smacking me in the face. So you have to wear, in my opinion, a full face helmet if you're riding a motorcycle with no windshield. You know, to me, that's a no-brainer. But you know, we're all adults, we make our own decisions. So I would definitely put a windshield on this, and it would make me enjoy this motorcycle way, way more. The power is plenty, you know, it's so much lighter. Even backing the motorcycle up, I'm so accustomed to backing up 800+ pound motorcycles that this just feels wonderful. And again, I didn't ride it long, so I'd have to give you guys an update on this, but as I was riding it and getting on and off of it, I feel like it doesn't bother my hips as much because it's not as wide, right? So that's appealing too. So again, with minimal changes, it would be perfect for me. I really like it. I think this motorcycle is, well, at least here at Savannah Harley Davidson, they told me it's $23,999 or something like that. I might be interested in this bike, guys. I might be interested in this motorcycle. Not at $24,000, but you know, we'll see if there's a markup or anything like that, and maybe we can work something out. But I'm really interested in this bike, and not only that, guys, I've never ridden a motorcycle like this on a regular. Clearly, that means I've never owned one. But I would love to ride this motorcycle, bring it out to a practice course to show you non-believers that a Breakout, slow speed maneuvers are relevant on every type of motorcycle, every type, even with a big fat tire in the back. And that's already been proven on my channel because people have come out with M109s with the big fat tire on the back and killing it. So, all right, guys, do me a favor, guys. Put in the comment section, what do you think about the 2023 Breakout? Obviously, don't let my opinion on it persuade you. Tell me what you really think about it. Tell me if you think I should make this purchase. Now, I just want to hear what you guys have to say. In no way is going to determine what I choose to do. But I always want to know what you guys think. I always want to take you guys along this journey with me and share things with me. And this is something that would be brand new for me, right? Brand new for me. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful looking motorcycle. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Please hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to this channel already. Hit the like button, share these videos, and if you want to be notified whenever I'm putting out a new video, hit that notification bell and switch it to all. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have, guys, and less time complaining about the things that you don't. Seat time doesn't equal practice time, guys. And if you have time to ride your motorcycle, you better make time to practice on it. Until next time.